Hill's body camera footage. Tyreek Hill is a controversial figure for many reasons. He himself has I would say been in the crosshairs of legal scrutiny, the criminal justice system, and has been able to get away with it. But in this circumstance, regardless of his background, he is still a victim to police brutality. On the one hand, he himself has, on the one hand, he himself has done a bunch of fucked up shit, but that doesn't really matter in this circumstance. What is this? Ziggurat situationist. I couldn't get any more left, says the AOC simp. Big juicy butts. Yeah. The cops have once again managed to make Tyreek Hill a sympathetic figure, of course. So, let's take a look. Tyreek Hill is he a running back or wide receiver for the Dolphins? He's very fast. I think he's a running back, right? Or he's a wide receiver. Okay, my bad. He's not a running back. He's a wide receiver for the Dolphins. You might, if you're not super familiar with him, you might remember I Show Speed challenged him, and he actually, in the most cowardly way, did not take up that challenge. Okay, he played running back in college though, but he's a wide receiver. So he just got a massive contract. Anyway, he is on his way to the Dolphins game in his McLaren. Now, if you know anything about Florida, what he did to get pulled over, which was officially going, I believe, 20 miles over the legal speed limit. Like, I think he was going 50 and a 35 or something. Or no, not even. I don't know the exact details, but he was going faster than expected. But if you know anything, I heard it was 100 miles in a 45. No. He wasn't. No, it wasn't that much. I think he was going 60 and a 50. He's going 60 and a 40, 55 and a 40. Okay. They listed visual estimation of 60 miles per hour. Okay. It wasn't like genuinely above the speed limit. Like, it wasn't like crazy above the speed limit. He was going 250 in a school zone. Okay. Everybody's fucking lying. I don't even think that they actually clocked him. Okay. But the point is this. If you know anything about Miami-Dade or Florida driving, going 10 to 20 miles over the fucking legal speed limit is completely fucking meaningless. I'm sorry. I used to drive in Miami. I lived in Miami. You're out of your dang mind if you think. You're out of your dang fucking mind if you think that, like, people aren't doing that shit willy fucking nilly, okay? They probably wanted to stop him because they were like, sir, you're not drunk. It seems like you're not drunk while you're driving. We have to arrest you. That shit is illegal in fucking Florida. Florida drivers are the absolute worst motherfuckers on the planet, okay? The absolute worst drivers, bar none. Yeah. The police estimation was that he was going 60 miles an hour. Okay, so I don't know where the fuck people are coming from. Here's the traffic citation. This is from Tom Pelissero from the NFL Network. Careless driving citation for Tyreek Deshaun Hill. This carries, what is a civil penalty, $179? The reason why I'm telling you all this is because I need you to understand something. Like, what you're about to watch is just, seatbelt violation by driver. They tried to throw the kitchen sink at him, it seems. Okay? Careless driving. Where does this say the speed? Anyway, he says, via the Miami-Dade Police Department, here are the citations received by Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, whom police estimated was traveling at 60 miles an hour. Okay? So when people say he's going 100 miles an hour, fucking know that that's bullshit. But here, this is the available video from the body camera footage where you can't really tell how fast he's going, I guess. But this is when they first clock him and want to pull him over. Okay, so did you see that? Here. That's his car. Okay? Right outside the stadium. Okay? Definitely going like faster than the other cars for sure, but not like significantly faster. Okay? Like barely above the speed limit. Okay? Now, the reason why I spent so much goddamn time, on this is because I need you to watch how the cops react to this egregious crime.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Like what? Why do you have it up?
Okay.
Hey, keep your window down. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me your ass, bro. Get out of the car. Give me your ass. We'll break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Listen. You can't, the most egregious crime, okay? The most egregious crime here is not even the fact that he's doing a DWB, driving while black, okay? He's doing a DWB, driving while black, and not abiding by the authority and sucking the dicks of every cop in the immediate vicinity. Okay? You can't do that. That is a severe escalation, okay? That right there, it's over. It's done. Like, it is incredible, dude. It is incredible that he hurt the feelings of cops by rolling the window back up. Okay? It's not like he is refusing to comply. He is complying. He gave his fucking license and then rolled the window back up.
Right now. We're not playing this game.
This guy literally goes, if you don't roll your window down right now, I'm going to. Yeah, they have his ID. They know who he is. They know there is a fucking football game that he's trying to get to. Okay? They know who the fuck he is. They know what's going on here. They're not like, they're not like, oh, this is a random dude. Okay?
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand? You understand? Not what you want, but what we.
He's talking to his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, his agent.
You're a little fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
All right, bro. Take
Too
me
late.
Jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, hey.
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
Bro. Y'all.
Don't move.
Good. Bro, you beating on my window like you crazy.
You rarely ever see a cop wearing sleeves like that. Rarely ever see a cop wearing sleeves like that. Maybe because he's on a motorcycle. Or maybe because he's real tatted up. I wonder what kind of fucking tattoos he's got. Love to see that shit. Fucking roid raging ass cops, dude. God damn. God damn. The real gang, dude. This is actual gang shit, okay?
Sit him up.
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for?
You know his ass got a bunch of Hindu symbols. You know what I mean?
Damn, yo, bro, dude beating on my window like he crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Dang.
Hey, don't park there. Don't park there.
Hey. Call Drew.
Uh-oh. You got other scary big black guys showing up. His teammates are there too. So his teammates stop because they're also on the way to the fucking game. And they walk up there and they're like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro. Call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, what? Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew. Hey.
Other football players are John Smith and Calais Campbell, who also later got detained by the police. Nice.
What am I doing that's wrong?
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, they got Tyreek. The cops over here beating on him, man.
Listen.
They over here beating on Tyreek,
Listen, big
man.
man. Don't park there, man. Just get in
Hey,
the
yo,
car.
hey, Drew, you gotta come, man.
Just get in the car.
Straight up the side, on the side of the,
Hey, get in the car.
Yeah, chill me,
You're
amor.
parked in the middle of the street.
I'm in the car.
You gotta go before you get a ticket.
Hey,
I'm
you're
not
in the
driving.
car.
I'm not
Who's the
driving.
driver? This is my car.
Shit,
All right,
okay.
all right, I'll take that. You gotta move right now. Let me have your license.
One of his teammates is Calais Campbell, who was like a 15-year player and has won community awards and is a great guy.
I'm coming. Let me have your license. Let me have your license. I'm leaving. I'm not playing. Let me have your license. Yo, what's your license right now?
He's like, yep, you're getting arrested too, baby. Guess what, dude? You're also black and also hurting my feelings. And that is the biggest crime of all, okay? You cannot be a black person in the vicinity of a cop and demanding justice or answers, because that hurts the cops' feelings, okay? They do this to white people too, of course, make no mistake. They do this to everybody. These cops are some of the most entitled fucking man-children on the planet, okay? Society, much like Israel, okay, has kept telling them over and over again, no, it's okay to be this way. You can be this way all day, every day, baby. If anybody dares piss you off, beat the shit out of them, okay? There's no rules. There's no accountability. Fuck it. You can power trip. It's a part of your job. It's a part of the best part of your job, actually. You know, we've taught them all the wrong lessons. Why else would they behave any differently? Judging many on one wrong situation? Yeah, dude. Being a police is not like a fucking, a racial thing. You understand that, right? It's a job. And if your job across the board gives you this level of power over people, if your job is to be able to deny people their freedoms, for example, it's in your job description. And also in every interaction that you're having with people, you have to enforce your fucking authority. Okay, one wrong situation is also delusional, by the way. Do you know how many fucking instances like this happen on a daily goddamn basis? The only reason why you heard about this, the only reason why you're seeing it is because they're doing it to a very famous person. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy that this motherfucker had the audacity to be like, one wrong situation and you're judging everybody. No, dude, I'm judging the job description, okay? Like, across the board, the way policing works is inherently fucked, okay? I'm not saying that there is no necessity for, like, some mechanism of law enforcement, okay? In theory, I understand it. Obviously, I recognize it. In order to keep society functioning normally, you need like the presence of law and order, okay, and enforcers of law and order. The issue here, especially in the United States of America, however, is that it is completely fucked. Like, we've given them maximum power, no restrictions, no regulation, no accountability. It is literally not like it is illegal to have a mechanism of enforcement. So of course they get this way. Hold on, fuck. One second. Giving a gun to these psychopaths is insane. And one presidential candidate wants to give them even more immunity. You mean Kamala Harris?
Your license right now. You're not gonna give me your license?
Donald Trump wants to give 100% immunity to cops, by the way. Dog, what more immunity can they have? They already have maximum immunity. Like, I don't even know. I genuinely don't even know how much more immunity you can give them. Okay? I don't know. I got extremely normie friends in fantasy football leagues who were talking about this. One of my homies said that's crazy. It happened to him. Players shouldn't be treated like that, which is awesome because obviously this shouldn't happen to anyone. But people seeing it happen to a rich, famous, and really good players opening up this convo, yeah. This is the type of shit that, like, this is the type of shit that gets normies pissed off, okay? Because they're fucking up their fantasy league. Like, all of a sudden, this is personal for them. You know what I mean? They've seen Tyreek Hill run really fucking fast. And to them, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? Now, it's something that we know already. It's something that we know in this community, at least, very well. This is something we've talked about quite a bit. Police brutality is the norm in this country. Police have no fucking accountability whatsoever. Okay? Police also legally don't even have to save people, by the way. Like, the Supreme Court has ruled that they don't even have to fucking legally put their bodies on the line to save a human being. Okay? So, even the job description is fucking false. America, on the other hand, though, is like above and beyond with this insanity. Like, it's so much worse than every other country. That's why, like, European chatters will sometimes be like, what the fuck? Like, your cops are insane. Okay? It's true. Like, police in other countries are shitty too, but god damn, we are a different breed out here, okay? And the reason why I say this is because of the way that this job is structured, okay? Like, the way that this job is structured means that you need to be an enforcer of the rules, okay? You need to always have, like, a level of authority in every sort of circumstance. And if you don't fucking train people on de-escalation, then of course, and you only train them on escalation, and then you also don't fucking turn around and enforce any sort of, like, regulation or accountability, then yeah, of course they're going to behave like this on a regular basis. A guy that does this willy-nilly in the middle of the fucking Dolphins, like, opening game to their star fucking wide receiver that just got like $140 million contract is doing it to everybody, okay? You're out of your fucking mind if you think this is a one-off. You have to be delusional if you think this is a one-off. You have to think that there's no 3-minute ad break at the top of the hour because it's 5 minutes into the top of the hour and you still haven't received it. No, they knew he was a player, chat. They knew. He did. Someone literally in the process says, oh, that's Tyreek Hill. The other guy has his ID. Remember. This body camera footage starts off with this cop with the window down. He gives his ID to the cop, and then he rolls the window back up. And then they get mad. They get big mad when he rolls his window up. Oh, God forbid you roll your window up. You can't do that. You can't fucking do that shit. Here's a 3-minute ad break now, by the way. Isn't the cop Mexican, though? No, dog. He's in Florida. He's Cuban. There was no reason for this level of escalation at any fucking point.
Your license?
Get in the car and leave.
You're not gonna give me your license?
I'm leaving.
Let me have your license. Your license right now.
Sir, you want me
Hey,
to
your license right now.
I'm leaving.
Or I'm gonna lock you up.
just told
Your
me to
license
leave.
right now.
He just told me to
Your
leave.
license right now.
Sir, you just-
You're dealing with me now.
Sir.
Your license right now.
Entitled little Nazis, dude. Straight up. Straight up. Entitled little Nazis. I'm going to lock you up. Bitch, you don't have that fucking power. Fuck you mean you're going to lock him up? Except he does. Okay? Pissing me off is an offense that where I can literally take your fucking life away. I can take your life away. I can take your freedoms away. Think about how easily he fucking wields this power. This is a person who is not thinking about, this is a person who has no consequences for this kind of action. Okay? He knows that there's no consequences for this kind of action. This is a unimaginable level of authority and level of power that we have given these people, and they're wielding it with like this sense of entitlement where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking put you in jail if you piss me off. That's crazy. That's crazy. These dumb fucks don't even have an inkling for self-preservation too, because they're doing this on the day where these guys are supposed to be playing football. These are public figures, beloved public figures that you're doing this to. How does it get to this? It only gets to this when they're like, yeah, what are you going to do? Fucking I'll arrest you if you talk out of turn. Scumbags, all of them. Like, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Anyway, then Tyreek did this after scoring a touchdown, by the way, which was pretty funny. Yeah, he ended up obviously playing in the game, for probably by the NFL. Like they'll hit him with a fine for this, I suspect. God forbid. And because it's Tyreek Hill, the police department obviously had to release a statement. Because remember, this is not just any random black man, okay? If it was any random black man, nobody would give a fuck. Let's be real, because it's the most expected fucking
Covered in the
outcome.
end zone, 20, it goes back, first and 10 to a Thunder by Law. Armstead the block, and he's going deep. He's got Hill for race, driving, that is 6. Oh,
Put the Jets on.
80-yard touchdown.
Statement from the Dolphins. We're saddened by the overly aggressive and violent conduct directed towards Tyreek Hill, Calais Campbell, and Jonnu Smith by police officers before yesterday's game. It is both maddening and heartbreaking to watch the very people we trust to protect our community use such unnecessary force and hostility towards these players. Yet it is also a reminder that not every situation like this ends in peace, as we are grateful this one did. What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill is a question that will carry with resounding impact. We are proud to have a strong and positive relationship with the Miami-Dade Police Department and other law enforcement agencies who recognize the vast majority of officers do serve the community with the utmost character and desire to protect all citizens. However, as is on full display in the videos released tonight, there are some officers who mistake their responsibility and commitment to serve a misguided power. Yeah, dude, it's a couple bad apples that are just like that and not the entire fucking structure, especially when there's no mechanism of enforcement, no regulatory bodies that are even remotely interested in like stopping this kind of fucking behavior. Meanwhile, this is what the Dolphins said. Here is what the Florida Police Benevolent Association said. As a personal attorney for Tyreek Hill, we would like to first thank all the fans, onlookers. Oh, this is the attorney for Tyreek Hill. This is his statement that he released. Mr. Hill's legal team is exploring all remedies that may be available to Mr. Hill, which, by the way, he has a shit ton. He could launch a civil suit against the Miami-Dade Police Department and sue them for hundreds of millions of dollars because, as it stands, when you arrest someone who is a fucking famous football player who is worth hundreds of millions of dollars to a fucking sports franchise that is worth billions of dollars, you are literally you're fucking up the bag. You're fucking up revenue potentially because you're violently arresting a fucking insured player. You could have genuinely physically harmed him. You did physically harm him. You can't just get away with assaulting people. And this time, you fucked up. The funny thing is, of course, this happens all the time in significantly more egregious circumstances. And of course, taxpayers foot the bill, for the record, just so you know. You and I are paying for it. Okay? A decent chunk of that revenue, our taxable revenue, is going directly back to the police department so they can fucking pay off these goddamn fines whenever they get sued.
It's been hard for me not to find myself more upset the more I think about it.
Here's the Dolphins head coach, Mike McDaniel, speaking on the Tyreek Hill and Calais Campbell detainments.
And that's because of, my teammates and trying to put myself in that emotion or in that situation that they've described emotionally. And then knowing more than that, I think the thing that fucks me up, honestly,